Samsung Galaxy C series phone off incoming. Mabuhay Manila, you got Drew here from ManilaShaker.com, and this is our phone off between the Samsung Galaxy C5 and the Samsung Galaxy C7. Yes, it's only two numbers away, but how much did Samsung cram into basically half an inch more of space? When set side by side with one another, it's fairly obvious the C7 covers more of your hand over the C5. Aside from that stark difference, the only ups the C7 gets are in the area of screen size, battery capacity, and more power. Everything else is shared between the two, from the rounded metal exterior towards the button placements. Despite gaining an edge in computing power for the C7, the fingerprint scanner worked near simultaneously on our tests for either devices. Size will matter for the C7 as finger gymnastics are a required skill in traversing its entire expanse in favor of longer battery endurance and faster processing capabilities. Not a lot can be said about the displays of either devices since they are both equally bright and punchy, with the C7 having half an inch more than its smaller brother. Protecting the entire front panel is an unknown 2.5D beveled scratch-resistant glass. The camera shootout will obviously call a tie, with no differences between either snapper hardware. Overexposed, bright, and saturated daylit images with apparent yellows. Selfies are bland and smudgy as per Samsung formula of post-processing to remove blemishes from the photo. Videos will max out at 1080p with shaky and jittery results with the absence of optical image stabilization. Daytime recording are acceptable with struggles in low-lit scenarios. Either sibling will run with the RAM-consuming TouchWiz UI on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, with the C7 gaining some ground being blessed with better processing power on the Snapdragon 625 with Adreno 506 GPU. Almost twice more capacity than the C5 paired with a dated GPU. The difference is noticeable on paper in terms of actual performance and benchmarks, but the gap is not that dramatic. The Galaxy C7 is packing more juice at 700 mAh more than the C5, which will give you about 37 minutes more of screen-on time and some hours more standby time over the smaller sibling. Adaptive fast charging will top the C5 up in 1 hour 35 minutes and 10 minutes more for the C7. Both mono speakers sound averagely loud and tinny. The FM radio tries to make up for the lack of built-in high-resolution audio playback. We like the C5's compact form, but it lost over the C7's endurance and performance. At the end of the day, it will come down to personal preference on which phone you opt for. Set at 19,990 pesos or about $430, the C7's 64GB internal memory, but unwieldy size, might make you choose the C5, priced at 16,000 pesos or $340, with 32GB of onboard storage. What other phones would you like compared with the Galaxy C series? Let us know in the comment section below or hit me up on Twitter at KinuHit. As always, don't forget to hit that like button to let us know which types of videos you want to see more of. For the latest in tech, keep it locked in on ManilaShaker.com. Once again, this has been Drew. Mabuhay, Manila.